Alright, and here's the video review for Unique Toys Poem Series Tom and Jerry. As you can see, Weird Wolf and Chrome Dome. I'm assuming Tom is Weird Wolf and Jerry is Chrome Dome, but I guess we'll find out. But yeah, they're very small, which is cool. About around the same size as DX9's little micro figures and things like that. You know, just kind of little pocket figures. And for that, they're a little simplified, but pretty neat. You can see Chrome Dome's arms sit a little bit more forward in his vehicle mode than they normally would. Weird Wolf's is actually pretty cool. He's got a little peg for his gun back here. You can take that off if you want. And he's got some bend in the knee. Everything kind of pegs in, so he doesn't have hip articulation, although his front legs have the ball joint here at the shoulder as well as the ball joint here at the knee. And then a little bit of movement in his paw for transformation. You can see his fist there under there. And his mouth opens and closes, and his head can move up and down. So he's actually got a pretty decent range of articulation. His tail can move up and down as well. Whereas Chrome Dome, or Jerry, is pretty, he's just a car. He rolls. So yeah. I'll pull these off to get in here. We pop the little guns off the top here. Come on out. There we go. But Chrome Dome's cockpit opens, and little headmaster comes out. And again, very tiny, very simple, very blocky. You can kind of see, get him up close here. See, very blocky and simplistic. The arms actually don't move. They're just very simple little headmasters. And same with Jerry here, or Tom. He's got a little, this should just lift up like that. And then it tabs in right there. You've got a little Monzo. Again, very basic, very tiny. And to give you an idea of how these scale, I couldn't find my G1 Weird Wolf. I know I have a G1 Weird Wolf, but I did find my G1 Chrome Dome, so we'll show them off. But here they are next to one of the Titan Master heads. That's Scourges, because we don't have Weird Wolf or Chrome Dome yet. They're coming in Wave 2. Here they are with their respective Fans Project heads. And here with G1 Stylor. Just to give you an idea of how tiny these little headmaster dudes are. they're pretty small. Trying to transform these heads back to get them ready for later. Alright, done. Yeah, so they transform. Chrome Dome, you want to pull his, or Jerry, I guess, unpeg his arms or his hands from right here. This whole assembly flips back and unsnaps. There's a tab here and a tab here on top that snap together. And these pieces rotate in and fold back to form his feet. So he's got more solid feet. Rotate that down, fold it back. Then you just rotate his chest panel down, bring the arms down, extend them, which give them elbow, and rotate them, which give them elbow articulation. So bring it down, extend it, rotate it, and there you go. And then, of course, the headmaster, as you would expect a headmaster to do, folds in half, forms a little Chrome Dome head here, which then just pegs right on to the top, and he can hold his guns. They're not full-on rifles like the original. They're more like small pistols, but he can't hold them. He does not have wrist articulation. I was curious about that. But there's Jerry in robot mode. And Tom actually has a pretty cool transformation. So you pull the tab on the sword, you see that little tab just slides into a slot there, and then fold this up like that to form a sword he can hold in his hand. And then you lift this whole panel up, untab the legs from here, and these are the two separate legs. You fold this down, you fold this foot back to form one leg, and then you fold the wolf legs up like this, and then fold this down and around snap it together to form the other leg, rotate his waist, and bring his legs down like this. And there you go. The front wolf legs just fold down like that, and then the paws flip up to reveal his hands, and then the wolf head itself folds all the way down to the back, and then you can fold the wolf head up. You can leave it down like that, but you can kind of fold it up onto his back like a backpack. And then a little Monzo equivalent here, folds in half, makes the weird wolf head, which also pegs right in. They don't have any neck articulation, they peg right into a square peg. And then he can hold his sword and his gun as well. And again, for the small size, they've got the weird wolf especially has a pretty neat transformation. Chrome Domes is a little simplistic, but they work for this scale of figure. They're really pretty cool. Ball joint shoulders, ball joint elbows, waist swivel, ball joint hips, and ball joint knees here on Tom. A little bit of articulation in the foot, but not much. They're pretty much just solid. And again, ball joint shoulders, a bicep swivel, a hinge elbow, waist swivel, ball joint hips, ball joint knees, and again, because of the transformation, there's a little bit of ankle tilt here on Jerry. And what's neat about both of them too is that while it doesn't flip down like on the old toy, you can flip up the hood here. I can get the piece untabbed. So you can flip up his hood to see his little tech spec decoder like the old ones had. Let's see if we can't get that a little brighter. So you can see, yeah, so he's got little tech specs painted there under his chest flap. As same over here on Tom. This little gray panel flips up to show his little tech spec meter. A little feature that they didn't have to include, but a nice little homage to the old Headmasters. And of course, as promised, a size comparison. Let's bring the brightness down just a little bit. So here they are with their respective Fans Project Function X representations. Here's Hardhead for a quick Titans Return comparison. You can see they come out to about Hardhead's waist. And again, while I couldn't find my G1 Weird Wolf, here they are with G1 Chrome Dome. Snap his head back on there. Just to give you an idea of the size of them. It looks like they'll fit right in with some of DX9 and Iron Factory's stuff. They're very solidly built. Plastic quality seems good on them. And much like we kind of got a lot of combiners all at once there between third party and then Combiner Wars. And now that we've got Titans Return with all the Headmasters, they showed off, Fans Toys showed off a Weird Wolf at TF Con last week. We know there's some more Make Toys Headmasters coming. So, plus all the Titans Return stuff. So, if you like Headmasters, a lot of them are coming your way. But this is a nice little set. There's a lot of good detail on it. Decent posability for a figure of this size. They're roughly Legend size. Let's see. Since I got him already in robot mode, there's Retgar. And here's Rewind. So you can see about the same size as Rewind. Boy, that would change the dynamic of that relationship, wouldn't it? But yeah, neat little figures, fun transformations, especially over here on what I believe is going to be Tom in the set. Really neat transformation, the way they make the legs work and everything, especially like I said, the front half is pretty standard. Flip the head forward, front legs become the arms become the front legs. But the way this whole rear assembly transforms is really kind of neat. And I like the way they worked around the way these little panels here on the feet, fold back and rotate up for his transformation. So some neat stuff going on with these guys. They're a lot of fun and really kind of cool. I got to check these out. These are really nice little representations of a couple of my favorite headmasters. So yeah, there you go.